Hello, this is the Capricorn full moon outlook for July 3rd, 2023. So, we have the full moon in Capricorn, of course, the natural opposition to the sun, conjunct Mercury, and at 11 and 14 degrees, respectively. So, what is Cancer? Cancer's the fourth house. It's all about our sensitivities, our sense of protection, home, family, and that can also be our physical home, our abode. And the moon in Capricorn. What is that about? Well, Capricorn is connected with Saturn. It is connected with restriction and the powers that be. Also, Capricorn is connected with our goals, our ambitions, and it is an earth sign. So, right now, with this full moon just before or just after, our focus will be on home, family, maybe children's interests, and those in authority. There will be a light shined on what makes us feel secure or insecure. Also, a lot will be known now about what? About our future ambitions, our goals, and that will be very much the focus and the thoughts of the day during this full moon. What we value versus what makes us happy and makes us feel what? Secure. And because of this full moon in Capricorn and the sun in Cancer with Mercury, we really want to open up and communicate and connect, whether it's our loved ones, our family, or it is connected with our feelings and emotions. We really are attuned to our inner self. What is it that makes us secure, that makes us feel protected? And that is going to be very much a focus. Also, because Capricorn rules structure and the moon is connected with our home and family and what? Our literal abode, our house. Our focus right now may turn to making renovations, repairs. That could also mean the breakdown of family that needs to be repaired. Some issues within home, family, and so on. So that will be an issue, but it is also good for doing repairs or repairing a living situation. And that is what's going to be the focus right now during this full moon. Now, we have the moon on July 3rd at 11 degrees of Capricorn. However, it is applying within a day, day and a half to powerful Pluto. And what is Pluto? Kind of similar to Capricorn. It's about power and it's about intensity. So, with the moon applying the conjunction and in Capricorn connected with karma, the powers that be, so kind of Scorpio Capricorn energy here with Pluto. It's about thoughts or concerns about those that are indeed positions of power. There may be those that are in positions of authority now that, yes, could overstep their bounds, or because we're talking the full moon, and the full moon cycle is that which comes to a close. That is what we will close the book on. So there could be some uh, information that comes about now regarding those that are in positions of authority that are walking away. Maybe it is the end of their reign that will become very important, or somehow an ending with those that are in charge. And personally, that could be there is an ending to those that are in positions of authority, such as managers, supervisors, or anything connected with the workplace, job, career. And there could be some intensity connected with these situations in our life, and conflicts with those in authorities or powers that be. Kind of those vying for the top spot and creating just a little bit of conflict. But because of this full moon between Cancer and Capricorn, this is not the time, especially days later with the moon applying a conjunction with powerful Pluto. This is the time we don't want to overstep our bounds with those that are over us and to positions of authority, because this could have a bit of some future consequences. Because remember, Saturn and Capricorn are connected with karma, and we really want to speak what's on our mind. We've got the sun, and that is with Mercury. So there may be a lot of discussions now regarding personal security, protection, that could be connected with uh, the news, with individual countries, securities, protection, or something that has made us feel a little bit insecure. And we are extremely sensitive to such. Now, yes, there is an applying conjunction with Pluto. And also keep in mind, as aforementioned, this is connected with structure. So there could be also, in the physical sense, issues with structure or the breakdown of government, because that is also what Capricorn is connected with, or there could be some aspect of government, powers that be, authorities that could also be unstructured or, well, questionable now. Okay, so we've got Neptune in at retrograde in Pisces, and now this makes a wonderful Earth and water sextile with Pluto. So what is Neptune? Neptune is about the 12th house. It is connected with anything that is behind the scenes, mysteries, secrets, water, or anything to do with such. Also with medical. And with this wonderful sextile to Pluto now, even retrograde, well, don't be surprised on or around the time or just after this full moon that there is some information that is coming about that was left unknown previously. And somehow, what else is Neptune? It's about healing and the 12th house. So it's almost like with this full moon and with this connection sextile with retrograde Pluto and retrograde Neptune in Pisces, we have a healing of such. Now, Neptune and Pluto are both retrograde. So this kind of makes the outer planets here a little bit more intense. And that kind of, to some degree, brings out a little bit of the negative aspects of a planet when it is retrograde, and in this case, Neptune and Pluto. And always with retrograde, it's about going back to the past. And with the sextile, it's good. But with this retrograde connection, well, whatever news comes out right now will definitely get some kind of very strong reaction and will be certainly very intense, even with this sense of relief and healing about what comes out now. And keep in mind, this is a full moon, so we will be able to get closure on some kind of long held issue regarding a mystery, regarding anything to do with medical, the 12th house, the powers that be. Yes, we will be able to close the book. Yes, we may be able to heal, but this nonetheless will be felt for some time to come, whatever information is released on or around July 3rd or afterwards. Yes, and Saturn also is retrograde. So this is furthering causing some delays, and especially because Saturn's depositor is what? It's Neptune. So there could be information that also comes about now regarding what? What is Neptune? It is about, as aforementioned, the 12th house. And what else? It is a water sign. So because of this retrograde action there, and bringing out a little bit of the uncertainty with these planets in retrograde, there could be issues with water, moisture, the environment. This could also create some big storms at this time, or anything connected with the oceans or oil on and around July 3rd or afterwards. Because keep in mind, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn's depositor is Pisces, and Saturn itself is retrograde. So yes, hold on to their hats. There's going to be some weather related anomalies, excuse me if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, in the news, especially concerning water and weather related concerns. And we've got Jupiter at 9 degrees of Taurus. Yes, this is very grounding, makes a beautiful sextile to retrograde Saturn in Pisces. This is very good for finance. It's very good connected with our value system, and a focus will be very much on banking, money, and food. Also, interests that will come up now of some kind of prominence. And always with Taurus, it's a very earth sign of the earth signs. So there's going to be discussion likely about the economy and finance, the abundance of money and our resources, the second house, and making corrections because uh, this is Jupiter, the planet of abundance and prosperity in Taurus. So there may be some news regarding our investments, the economy, real estate, and it could be either positive or not so good, depending on how we heal from this. But Jupiter is making a wonderful sextile to the Sun and Mercury. So with Cancer and Taurus, it's the second house by the fourth house. So this is really wonderful, especially during this full moon, for focusing on the job market, business, finance, our values, food, you name it. Perhaps we will be thinking about saving for a rainy day, or we may see some kind of an upswing in the economy or real estate or some kind of positive information concerning food or food resources now. And we've got, oh boy, we've got Venus and Mars still in Leo. However, keep in mind they are still squaring off unpredictable Uranus. Yes, indeed. And what is the depositor of both Mars and Venus? It is the Sun in Cancer within that full moon in Capricorn. And this is a very powerful fixed sign of Leo, very creative, and in this case, because of the conjunction, extremely generous and warm-hearted. And as all fire signs, Leo loves the show. Leo loves to express their affection. So this is very positive, especially regarding romance with love and affection within relationships. However, we have a square off to unusual, unpredictable Uranus now. So this is the time we want to keep all conflicts at bay because there could be, especially during this holiday time, there could be quite a bit of fireworks, and we would have to really pull the reins back on any kind of physical anything, disagreeing. We don't want to get physical. We want to be more peaceful. We want to kind of do the opposite of this square off between Uranus and Venus and Mars, because with Venus and Mars now, it's very strongly united between the sensuality of Venus and the very aggressive Mars, very physical Mars in Leo. And they kind of act as one unit. So this is very intense for relationships. So therefore, that is why with this square off with Uranus, we don't want to get into any physical altercations or any intensity or issues regarding passion, love, romance, you name it, because that could really upset things right now in the love department. So it's great for passion with this square. Very original, very unpredictable, that word again with Uranus, but it can also be very combative. So do watch your relationships all the way around, but especially anything that deals with love. Yes. And so we also have, yes, besides that, we've got the Sun and Mercury, and they are making beautiful, well, the Sun is making a beautiful trine to Saturn retrograde. So that kind of eases things up here, because what is the Sun and Mercury in Cancer? It's about our sensitivities. So where there is this full moon and there's concerns about the powers that be and structure, it highlights home and family. Well, there's this beautiful trine with Saturn. So although we may feel a little bit restricted, there's going to be some delays because of this Saturn influence here with this trine with Saturn in Pisces and the Sun and Mercury in Cancer. This really brings out our need to aid, to help those that are in a way of suffering, underprivileged, charity, you name it. So this is also going to be a focus during the time of the full moon and just after. How can we help our fellow man, humanity, and apply our help, our aid, and nurturing ability? Very charitable, very loving, warm influence with the trine between the Sun and Mercury to Saturn in Pisces. So to surmise, what is this Capricorn full moon is about? It is about authorities. It's about our goals and ambitions. It is about structure and really finding out what gives us security, peace of mind. It is about going back to the past and making some kind of corrections because we have some planets in the retrograde. And so if we go back to the past, we make corrections, we are not overstepping our bounds with regarding authority, and we express our warmth, loving, and kind sensitivity, then the Capricorn full moon is going to be, well, just fine. If you'd like to get in touch with me, my contact information is down below. I give one-on-one readings and written reports. Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell notification. Until next time, many, many blessings.